The Neo 2 continues DJI's emphasis on ultra-lightweight design, maintaining a sub-250-gram category that exempts it from stricter drone regulations in many countries. At around 135 grams, the Neo 2 is not only legal-friendly but also highly portable, folding down to a palm-sized form that fits easily into a pocket or small bag. Portability is the soul of the Neo line, and DJI seems determined to refine this identity with Neo 2's compact yet capable build. The Avata 3 takes a different approach, staying within the cinewhoop design tradition that emphasizes safety, control, and durability over extreme portability. Early weight targets of 145 to 162 grams seem optimistic for a ducted FPV drone, and the final figure may end up higher once the gimbal, battery, and propeller guards are factored in. The cinewhoop form factor has always been bulkier than standard foldable drones, but it comes with advantages: protected propellers, crash resistance, and stability in tight spaces. DJI appears to be refining the Avata's frame to better protect its gimbal, while shifting the battery to the rear for balance and durability. The Neo 2 wins easily on pocketability, but the Avata 3's design prioritizes function over size, and that's exactly what its audience wants. Both the Neo 2 and Avata 3 are circling release windows that suggest DJI will dominate the latter half of 2025 with major product launches. The Neo 2 first appeared on the FCC certification website in July 2025, a strong sign that DJI is preparing for an official unveiling. While earlier whispers suggested a 2026 release, the FCC listing indicates an announcement before the end of 2025, with units likely reaching shelves by late 2025 or very early 2026. The Avata 3, on the other hand, has been the subject of intense rumor activity since mid-2025, with industry watchers expecting its launch to come even sooner. This timing makes sense strategically for DJI, as the two drones do not compete directly but instead serve distinct niches, one for casual travelers and hobbyists, the other for FPV creators demanding cinematic quality. Both launches, however, could overlap in ways that shaped DJI's lineup for years. Perhaps the most defining difference between the two drones lies in their imaging systems. The Neo 2 makes a meaningful upgrade to a 1/1.3-inch CMOS sensor, a significant leap from its predecessor's smaller 1/2-inch chip. This promises better low-light performance, richer colors, and the ability to shoot 4K at 60 frames per second. For a lightweight drone under 250 grams, this is impressive, and it positions the Neo 2 as a serious tool for travelers and casual creators who want more professional-looking footage without carrying heavy gear. While its photo resolution remains at 12 megapixels, the larger sensor and improved processing should elevate its image quality beyond simple numbers. The Avata 3, by contrast, is rumored to make a much bolder jump, from a 1/1.3-inch sensor in the Avata 2 to a full 1-inch CMOS sensor. This would be a transformative change, allowing the Avata 3 to deliver higher dynamic range, better performance in dim light, and a more cinematic look. For FPV filmmakers, a 1-inch sensor means smoother highlight roll-off, more natural color reproduction, and shadows with cleaner detail, all vital for dramatic urban flights or low-light shoots. Paired with what is likely to be a wider, faster lens, the Avata 3 could redefine expectations for cinewhoop drones. While the Neo 2's improvements make it a strong everyday shooter, the Avata 3 pushes into professional territory, targeting creators who need premium image quality. In terms of video performance, the Neo 2 is expected to shoot 4K at 60 frames per second, which already marks a huge improvement over the 30 frames per second limit of its predecessor. With software stabilization tools like Rocksteady and Horizon balancing, combined with a one-axis gimbal, it should be able to deliver smooth, stable footage even in moderately challenging conditions. These features make it accessible to beginners while still offering creators footage that can hold up well for social media and travel content. The Avata 3, however, takes video performance to another level. Rumors of 4K at 120 frames per second point to a drone designed for cinematic slow motion, giving pilots the ability to capture breathtaking FPV lines with added dramatic flair. If DJI supports robust 10-bit recording, profiles like D-Log-M and HDR options, the Avata 3 would offer content creators the flexibility needed for professional color grading. Stabilization is also expected to advance with Rocksteady 3.0 Plus and Horizon Steady refinements, ensuring buttery footage even during aggressive maneuvers. For anyone interested in cinematic storytelling, the Avata 3 simply offers more creative headroom than the Neo 2. Battery life has always been a limitation in small drones, and DJI continues to push incremental improvements. The Neo 2 is expected to come with a 1606 mAh battery, offering about 20 to 25 minutes of flight time, a modest but useful upgrade over its predecessor's 18 minutes. This means more flexibility for travelers or casual flyers, reducing the number of battery swaps during short sessions. The Avata 3's projected flight time also falls in the 23 to 25-minute range, roughly in line with the Avata 2 but with improvements in stability during aggressive flying. Cinewhoops are harder on batteries due to their ducted design and more demanding propeller setups, especially with the rumored 4-blade props that prioritize responsiveness and thrust. DJI's engineering here will be about balancing performance with endurance, and the rear-mounted battery may help with both heat management and ease of swapping. In practice, both drones deliver similar raw flight times, but the Avata 3's power demands reflect its more demanding role. Both drones are expected to feature DJI's 04 transmission system, but their use cases differ. The Neo 2's rumored 10-kilometer range under FCC standards is more than enough for casual flying, and combined with controls through the DJI Fly app, voice commands, and RC motion controller, it caters to ease of use and accessibility. Palm takeoff and precise landing features reinforce its appeal to beginners. The Avata 3, on the other hand, is about immersive control and reliability in challenging environments. With 04 transmission, boasting up to 13-kilometer FCC range, lower latency, and compatibility with the latest DJI Goggles 4 and RC Motion 3 controller, it emphasizes immersion and professional workflow. Better antennas, smarter channel hopping, and cleaner compression will likely ensure stable visuals even in dense urban environments. Both drones are expected to benefit from DJI's growing AI ecosystem. The Neo 2 will likely include improved subject tracking with GPS support, enhanced quick-shot modes, and playful features like acro flips. Its double-layered full propeller guards, basic obstacle avoidance, and return-to-home function make it one of the safest compact drones for beginners. The Avata 3, while still focused on the FPV experience, is rumored to gain Active Track 6.0, quick transfer upgrades, and possibly AI-assisted editing features. These tools could streamline workflow for professionals, reducing the time needed to offload and edit footage. While cinewhoops are inherently safer due to their ducted propellers, the Avata 3's durability and crash resistance are expected to improve, making it a reliable choice for pilots who push limits in crowded or risky environments.